What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing the new for 2025 Hot Wheels Fast and the Furious Premium Tokyo Drift Diorama box, or officially as it's known by its name online, the Tokyo Drift Bundle. So I got this off Amazon. I don't know if it's an Amazon exclusive. The waters are always murky if things are exclusive, because I swear you'll see something that's like a Walmart exclusive, it'll pop up at Dollar Tree, or you'll see an Amazon exclusive pop up in Meijer. Like I don't really know. I just buy them where they're at, where I find them, and that's what I report on. So price wise, this not priced well. This was $43 before taxes, all that good stuff, from Mattel's official Hot Wheels store on Amazon. So I will put the screenshot right here so you can see. I bought two of them, this one to open and then one to keep, because this box and the setup is spectacular, and we'll get more into that. Both of them together, $92. Absolutely insane, because as you guys know, if you're collecting this line, if you collect Hot Wheels premiums, they're nice, but 10 of them for almost $100 is not a good deal. I know they're getting you with the box, and they got me with this box because it looks great. They basically sold 5 re-releases or 4 re-releases to me when I didn't need them, just because of the box. But I'm really getting tired of doing that. Like, they're just like really maxing out my budget on re-releases, and I hate doing that, because even though these like background cars are cool, I don't need multiple of them, because I don't equate this car with the movie. This is just a regular 240 or 180 to me. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. That the Mona Lisa, yes. The Drift King 350, yes, I do think those are movie cars. The rest of them I don't equate with the movie, so I don't need multiples of them, especially when they're this expensive. So knowing that going into it with a grain of salt, this box is awesome. So they did a fantastic job with the art, the glossy paper on the outside. They named all the cars going down. They have this little plastic insert, it looks like, on the inside, where it's like the crowd. And then if you look at it from this angle, it does look pretty realistic. They do have the 2 cars going up the little parking garage ramp, just like the movie. And they have the 3 background cars. Yes, Hot Wheels is actually admitting they just make background cars, and we're finally getting use out of these background cars. They're in the background of this scene. So this is like the perfect scenario for all these cars. In my opinion, I know these are nice, but I would only release these cars in this scenario where you know they are the background cars for this scene. Just releasing them on a single card, while this car is awesome, it is beautiful, they did a really nice job with it, I don't equate this to Fast and the Furious, and I'm sure you guys don't, and a lot of other fans don't either. So having them in this like context is perfect. This is how they should be released, and save the rest for like cars that were actually in the movie, not background cars, like more of the A-roll cars. So awesome box though. I think the like graphics in the background look great. Even the sides of the box have it. The sides of the outside of the box also have the parking garage. Really nice in the background. It looks like the parking garage as well. All color graphics of the car. I mean, this looks great. Here is the barcode if you want to check it out. I don't know if all of these are international, but I do notice a lot of international text on this. I don't remember if the other one was like this either, or if they just make one of these and it's just like universal product, or what is it, ROW, rest of the world. So I don't know on that, but we're going to take a look at each of these castings. And if you're not a fan of the box and you're just going after the cars, we're going to take each car, the latest release of all of them, or the only recent release of the 350Z, check them out and see if it's going to be worth you picking this up for $40 to $50. Or I can't imagine how much this is going to cost overseas in the UK, Asia, Australia, because I know a lot of people overseas. This thing has got to be 75 to 100 bucks for you guys, and I'm so sorry that you guys get the brunt of that, but it is, I mean, it's even insane price here in the United States. So I really hope the price of these products go down in general, but I don't think we're going to get any relief from that anytime soon. So let's go ahead and open this sucker up and see what we are working with here. So again, like I said, I bought 2 because being a Fast and the Furious fan, of course, since I collected diecast, this to me is like the best. This is best scenario Hot Wheels. Like, this is what they should be doing with every release. I mean, it just looks so cool in this box. I'm pumped about it. It displays well. I wish they would do more stuff like this. And I know I speak with every Fast and the Furious collector where is the Rogers semi-truck and the 3 Civics box. That's the one we want. That's the one everyone has been waiting for. Now that we got the Civic in the same line, the premium line, I really hope we get that box sometime soon. So, all right, nothing too crazy in the actual box itself. So I'll go ahead and set this off to the side so it's kind of out of the way. And then we'll take a closer look at the actual like diorama part of it. So I like this. I think Hot Wheels is doing a good job with stuff like this. I do think it's a little overpriced, but man, this looks great. I do like all the artwork they put into it. I like the work that they did with the little like ramp here in the background. Oh my gosh, lots and lots of tape on that thing. I'm totally going to ruin it probably when I rip that off. But this looks great, especially even out of the package. If you get a 1/18 plastic car shell, or car display case from Hobby Lobby, Michaels, wherever you want to get them from, and put them over this, like this to me is just as cool as the outer box too, because I can actually see the cars a little bit better. There's no glare on them. So if you wanted to do that, that is a great way to display any of these like diorama boxes from Hot Wheels, is doing that. I have a couple like, not exactly these boxes, but another dioramas style that I do that with, and it works out well. So I'm going to try to unbox these. I might like pause the video and rip this off because this is going to be such a mess. So I'm going to do it. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see here, I got all the tape off, or most of the tape off, except for the piece of tape that goes over like the ramp mechanism on the other side. So not knowing this, I cut all the tape off the tabs because I figured you'd have to cut them all off and then lift out the ramp. I didn't know like how it was built, the inside structure, but I'm going to show you a trick. If you want to open these and keep the ramp mechanism in place, like the little ramp, all you have to do is cut this front one here. These are actually keeping that back piece in place, so you don't even need to cut these. All you need to do is cut the tape on this one right here, and then cut it right going across because there's a piece of tape that's holding this in. Once you do that, you can actually lift up the ramp and get the cars off. You don't have to take anything else out. If you want to take this out, you can by cutting the other tabs, but you don't have to. And then that lifts up, and then you can get the other cars off. And then that allows you to be able to put this like tab back in place and keep the diorama if you really wanted to. So saying that, I also am going to pause it. There is like rubber bands around each of the cars, so I'm going to take those off, and then I'll be right back. All right, the cars are now free from the rubber band prison, and there are those little like elastics all over my desk, but I'll clean those up later. The cars look great, so let's go ahead and look at the duds, like the pure re-releases first, and then we'll get to the new ones, or like the better ones of the bunch. So the Sword, this was released before the premium line, just a regular release. Here is the new one from the box. Looks very similar. I don't even see any paint differences in this one. Falcon, it looks like the same headlight tampo. Sorry about that. Doesn't have any extra detail, it looks like. Same black trim around the windows, mirror, same side tampo, same wheels. We go to the back. Same Toyota logo, same taillight, same everything. The new one is the UA25 base code. So everything looks totally identical. I think that's going to be the same case with the AE86 as well. So we have the new one right here, the U24A base code, and the old one over here. Everything looks to be the same. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't see any differences. I don't know if you do, speak up in the comments. Same paint. I didn't realize this has a little chip on the mirror. It's missing a little paint. Same side tampo, same wheels. Let's look at the graphics on the back. Graphics on the back look identical as well. So you have to flip them over to even see which one is the old one. Then we also have the 180SX. Again, same release, same wheels. Looks like the paint on the old one is actually a little bit worse. So I don't see any difference in the shade really. Maybe the right one looks a touch darker, but it's probably just a difference in like whoever mixed it. Looks like everything is the same on the front. No tampos on the side, tampos on the back. Yeah, they're all identical. So again, this is another one. I have to flip over and actually look at the base codes to see which one it is. So the U is the new one. If you have the other ones, they're T. So let's check out the Mona Lisa here. This is the 4th time this has been released. This one, it could be a touch brighter blue. The tampos, like the graphics look the same. They're still the same, like pixelated, printer style graphics. On the front, I'm not seeing much difference. I think it looks pretty much identical. Same logo on the hood. Oh, this one has a little like paint chip or something. Sweet. I love paying $40 for a paint chip. So let's look at the back. The back looks pretty similar too. They didn't line up the taillights very good on this one. Is this the new one? Of course it is. U25A. So really no difference. So any of these, if you have any of the previously released versions of the cars in the Diorama box, you don't need to buy them. You don't really need the Diorama box. They're complete, like reproduced, like re-released. You don't have to buy them. So the only one that's different right here, the 350Z. So this is a new casting. It's been released one time before, as you can see here in the Silver Villains line. It is a very dark, like charcoaly color with black graphics. It does have a metal base. It's got the 5-spoke star wheels with the chrome outline. There are no tampos out back because I mean, it's a silver line, but to me it should. It has headlight tampos. It does have black hood, as you can see there. Nissan Z logo on the side. So they did a good job. This is a much better casting than the earlier one. The earlier one was trash. This actually looks like a real car rather than like a cartoony style one. So let's check out this premium. So as you can see here, the premium, much different color. Same headlight tampos, black hood, same logo on the front, but it is more now like a Nardo gray style color rather than that like metallic silver. And I think this one is probably closer to the movie. Again, I will put a real photo of the car here or some photos of it to see which one is actually more accurate. It might be somewhere in between. I can't recall. But these 5-spoke wheels, they're very similar to the star ones on the silver, but they're those thin style ones. I really like these wheels. I think this looks awesome on this car. So definitely an upgrade on the wheels. This also has the metal base, the same one over here. Looks great. I think they did a little bit better. Let's see. I think even just lightening the paint job is making the graphics easier to see, which comes off as a little nicer, but it still has the same style graphics. And then around back is where we really get the difference. So you can see it does have taillight tampos now. You can see the running lights at the bottom. You see the Nissan logo. All that is missing from the silver line one, so I would have to give the points to the new one. They're printer style graphics, so they look like garbage. This one isn't even like lined up or finished right, so not a big fan of that. But it definitely finishes the rear end off a little bit better. So let's take a look at the like little scorpion or whatever that is, the beetle graphic. It definitely looks better on the lighter gray one up top on the new one. It's really, really, really hard to see on the bottom one. It's almost like if I hold them back here, you can almost not even see it. So I think even if this color isn't as accurate to the movie, it's probably a little better for the toy version like this, the collectible version, just because it's easier to see the graphics. But I still prefer 100% like replica to make it look like the movie. So I don't know. What do you think? Which one do you like better? Do you like the darker colored silver line better, or do you like the premium version with the rubber wheels? I think I really, honestly, I could take both. I do think this is nice at getting the extra graphics out back. If they would have put the extra graphics over here, I'd probably pick this one just because I think I like it. I like the darker color. But this one does make it definitely easier to see. So let me know in the comments what you think of those, which ones you prefer. And then to give a whole like wrap up summary of this, is this 4 repeats in a slightly new casting worth of $45? I think if you're a completist and you're collecting the entire Fast and the Furious line, you definitely need this box. This box, the graphics, everything, the whole package together to me is worth collecting. Is it worth $45? I don't think so. I wish it was $35. I wish it was $10 cheaper. I wish it was $30. But at this day and age, I don't think that's happening. So especially if you're outside the United States and you have to pay more for it, you're really going to have to debate, if you already have these castings, is it worth getting 4 repeats for just the Diorama and then the one new casting? I don't know. In my opinion, it's not. And I'm hoping that they release this in just a regular premium version, and they probably will, is my guess. So just as like a single carded one, because they have to get some use out of this casting. It's brand new. So I'm hoping in the future that we can just pick that up without having to pay $50. But I will say, awesome diorama. So I'm really on the fence with this one about the repeats. Like, does like the box outweigh the repeats? You're gonna have to answer that one for yourself. So, you know, I bought one. I bought two. I bought one to save to go with my other boxed Fast and Furious one that I have. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is this worth as a complete package in the box, everything else? Is this sucker worth $50 or whatever it is in your region? Let me know. Again, I'm on the fence about it. So I like the cars. I don't like the repeats. I don't like the backup cars. You know how it is. So I appreciate you watching. I look forward to the lively debate that usually goes on in the comments about these Fast and the Furious cars. Again, it's getting very tiring buying these repeats, but at least we're getting like semi-new product out of it, and we're getting new castings every once in a while. So I really hope they start upping the game with the diorama boxes. I want the Rogers truck and the 3 Civics. I want the fuel stealing scene from Fast 4. I want the bank vault scene from Fast 5. There's just so many different things that you could do with these boxes that I hope Hot Wheels Mattel does anyway. So I appreciate you watching the Sam64 Wheels. Like and subscribe. As always, hit the ding ding ding, the little subscription bell or notification bell, so you don't miss any of the uploads, whether Fast and Furious related or not. And I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.